Operator. Hardline secured. Exit strategy initialized. Signal locked. Move now. Run. Rerouting. System override in progress. Critical. Agent proximity. Run. System purge initiated. Bridge established. Jump now. Code red. Abort the mission. Bridge stamp system purge initiated.
Knowing the path and walking the path are two very different things. Hope is the flame that guides us through the darkest code. Every end is a beginning, and every beginning is an opportunity. Even the smallest choice can ripple through the system, changing everything. Sometimes the most important battles are fought within. Love is the code that binds us all, stronger than you already know what you need to do. A single line of code, a single act of defiance can bring revolution.
This is too much fun, guys. Hello, welcome to a live stream. We are playing with the new library. This is CyberneticA. This is all from the visionary mind of Fred Nongut of Subsonic Arts. There's just so many places this library can go. My gosh. Let's play a couple other scenes. These combis, there's I don't know exactly the total number. There's 33 different characters that Fred has brought to life in this library.
Submit and become part of the whole. What do you offer that the code cannot provide? Your species is a virus. We are the cure.
So you've got all these cool places.
The world will be reborn in our image. We do not need
The phrases and it's just rather interesting. So there are all of these different things. The first 7 are set up in a 3-way split. Oh, by the way, hello, my name's John Limcool. Welcome to the stream. I always forget to say hello that way, but I remembered. Let me show you real quickly. This is at our website, pluginguru.com. Let me see here if I go over here to view. If I turn that off. So this is the website where you can find CyberneticA. You can also get the update to Unify 2. We're at 2.03, just came out. And right here is Fred's libraries. You just click this. I need to update a few things on the access of the site. But here is the deluxe version. There's 3 versions to this library. It was originally, it's 239 Repro patches is at the heart of this. And Repro is this synth right here from Uhi. It's Repro 1 and Repro 5 are included in this. And these patches, they get built up in the deluxe version because we've added a whole lot of additional stuff. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Only when you forgot to get excited for the new library, forget to say hello. I know, I always forget to say hello. It's but anyway, there's 3 versions. There's the deluxe version, which has custom artwork for every patch, Unify patches. There's all these really cool vocal characters that are in each of these different. Now, after you get past the first 7, the voices kind of like become embedded into the metronome. So when you turn on the metronome and play the metronome, you have to open up the metronome and you'll see. Let's see, where is the phrases? Okay, now why is it not playing? That's interesting. Now if I solo here, that's odd. I'll have to figure out why it's not doing that. But if I mute all the drums, you can hear all these voices. I mean, Fred has these phrases where there's so much characteristics. Let's see what's going on here. Sorry. So as you can see, these are not just like AI reciting a book with no emotion. Fred has pulled some just crazy personalities out of all of the stuff that he's done. It's
the signal is bleeding, the firewall breaks, tear the sky apart.
You know, I mean, it's so fun. So you have the synth sounds, you have a drum groove, you've got phrases. Now, in both the sample edition and the deluxe edition, there are these menus that you can go to that are all of these characters Fred has created. So
Fütterst uns mit digitalen Abfällen.
some are in German, some, like if we go over here to, where's Baby Robot? This is so funny. We'll bring Fred on in a second. He can explain how he got AI to become a baby, because I have no idea how you do that, but it's like an Ewok making fun of you, you know, just crazy stuff. So the full deluxe version has all of the phrases. It has all these combinations which combine all of the patches. Up here are, of course, all the Repro patches, and if you layer a couple of these, you get into this crazy territory. He got me the library, and I started playing with it, and I kind of saw where this could go, and so I broke out my toms, and I made a whole bunch of drum sounds for a drum kit called the Matrix Kit, and there's drum grooves, there's 7 different kits and individuals. And I went the extra couple miles so that everything is separated into separate. Let's see, if we go over here and just call up one of these drum grooves, you'll notice that everything is on its own track. So you'll be able to do automatic output assignments for the snare. If you want the snare to have reverb, you just go over here and bring up the reverb. Now you got reverb on the snare. I really wanted to nail this groove for this. This is, if you're familiar with Marilyn Manson, he had a groove that, I love that groove, man. It's just the best shuffle. Now here's my toms. There's flams and regular hits. There's like fire starter kind of grooves. So there's all of these drum grooves, techno noise. I love, where is it? Is it Worm Tongue? Or actually it's the Noxus Noise drum kit. Down here are drum kits where you have the groove available up here if you want to play it. But and Fred made some cool custom artwork for. So we have CyberneticA drummers playing away and all that kind of stuff. And then you have all the individuals of the claps, snares, kicks. So the sample edition includes all the drum kits, all the drum grooves, all the vocal phrases. There's also special effects samples that Fred has put together in these different menus. I mean, just crazy stuff. He's got machines like... the Oracle's a little bit more peaceful and water, but it's like synthetic birds and stuff like that. Now, for the deluxe version, you do need Repro from Uhi. That's why we make also the sampler version, which is just the samples in Unify. So that's if you don't own Uhi Repro, but you want to play with these samples and the drums and the drum grooves and all that kind of stuff. And that's a crazy, affordably cool price. But it's I've tried to get the guys at Uhi to give me a discounted deal price on Repro, and I just couldn't put it together. I might be able to have something next week. It depends on when they get back to me. I'm in the limbo of waiting to hear back from them. So I'm sorry I couldn't put that together. There's a lot going on. Anyway, so there's the deluxe edition. There's also, as I said, the sample edition, which includes no Repro patches, but the samples for Unify. So if you have Unify 2, but you don't own Repro, this edition will work. There's also the Repro edition, which is just the Repro patches. There's no Unify patches of, and not even, we just did it like we did for Inbringer, where it's just the patches for those of you that own Repro. So those versions are available for you to play with. We'll look more into the library in a minute. I want to bring Fred on here in a second. I want to also point out we're using Unify 2.03, and it has some really nice abilities. For example, now let's see, let's see if I go over here to my audio. See if I have different outputs turned on. Now notice that the names here say output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the past, it didn't say that on the outputs, but now when you go here, it says the numbers, but it also has the information that's provided in the audio interface that you're using. So if we go to the inputs, it can tell me also what inputs are set up, whether it's SPDIF or ADAT or the inputs. So whatever your audio hardware is, you'll see more information with this update. Also, for those of you, just real quickly, if you go to the settings, there's settings on the UI settings now for show metadata. We had a couple customers where they really had a problem with this showing extra information up here when you hover over the patches. So you can turn that off. You just turn that off. If you want it to always show the macros and the metronome, you can set it up so each time that you start Unify, it will show the keyboard and the macros. There's even more. We'll cover that in a bit, but I want to bring Fred on so we can talk and say hi to Fred. So, oh, Fred's typing away. Hey, Fred, you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Hello there. Here, let's see if I can get rid of my, can I hide myself? I don't think I can. Oh, there we go. Good. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Stay close to your iPad so that your microphone's loud, remember? Congratulations. No, it's good. Yes. Yes. Thank you for your support. We're very appreciative that so many of you already bought the library. We just released it last night, so it's brand new baby. This is the world premiere, and we have Fred here to celebrate. No audio from Fred. Oh. No, let me check something here in my loop back. I have Chrome turned on. No sound from Fred. Oh gosh. Let me see here. This is why I wanted to use Zoom. Because I know Zoom works. This was an untested way of working. So Fred, I don't know what to do. Let me see here. Go to the audio, device settings, microphone output, telestream. Go ahead and talk, Fred. Do they hear you now?
Yeah. Do you
Do you hear
me?
Fred? We'll get some feedback real quick.
Yeah.
Takes them a second before they can
Well,
reply.
I can hear myself inside the headphone.
You hear yourself? Okay. There's audio. We got you working. Okay.
Cool.
Yay!
I hear myself, which is the most important thing, you know.
Yes. Now you can hear yourself and everybody hears you too, so that's good.
Oh.
Yes on Fred. So, yay!
Guys.
Hi, Fred.
It's a little low.
It's a little, yeah. It's a little low on volume. That's why I was trying to have you as close to the microphone as you could get.
Yeah, I'm getting closer, guys.
It's all good. Hey, so give us the story of CyberneticA. What inspired and when did you start this? And just give us a little story behind the making of this. Where did the spark and stuff come from?
Ooh, that's really hard to say shortly, John.
Oh, we got 20 minutes. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so first I began this library a long time ago, really. So I did begin it before Endbringer. So you see, it's more than 1 year old. 1 year old. And time after time, getting more and more into the AI, to use them and to tweak them and to, like I did with Endbringer, I could finish this one then. Of course, also the Matrix is really, really an important trilogy for me. I really love it. I love the spirit of it, and I also had the idea to use anime-like artworks, which I never did before, because you know me, I don't really like to repeat myself.
Right.
So, or to repeat something that is already existing. I don't really find any pleasure doing this.
Right.
So I really like to invent a full universe. It's always my way to work. You know that I've got several ideas for the future, which are the same.
Yes.
And as you said on the last live stream too, I ain't got nothing against AI, as long as you keep the hand of being the creator.
Right.
So if you use them like a tool, you really can go far, really far.
Yes.
As you've seen now with the phrases, you can create effects that are really amazing and closer to reality.
Yes. And just to be clear for people, this is not just simple prompts on some AI thing. Fred has AI doing some very complex processes. It's not just in an old lady's voice say this, because otherwise every sample would be different, right? You had a way of locking a character in place somehow.
It depends to be true, John. So some are so well done that you can almost use them directly. So you really have some tiny things to do, But the main thing is the prompts themselves, which are not easy. It takes a lot of research. People don't realize this. When you use 11 Labs, by example, and such, you don't have a prompt ready, so you've got to do a lot of research. It's a long process.
Yes.
To have something that is close to a punk or to Rammstein
Right.
and also I'm using a lot of AI to talk to AI, who talks to AI and help me to get really strange. And what is also important in my process is that I always use accident samples. Sometimes you get something you never ask, but then what is nice is to be able to imagine how you would use it instead of what you wanted.
Right. Right. You're
So,
collaborating with AI in a way.
Not only, also trying to take advantage and of all the opportunity that I get into. So you see, it's like random sometimes, but then it gives you another idea, which brings you another one, and so on. By example, I got the baby guys, the baby robots, like this. At the beginning, I didn't have really something clear in mind, but then I got the first super cool sample, and then I went on and worked this, and voila. For the whole lady, the oracle, it's also to, of course, you've got to work on the samples, or Deus ex machina is a normal voice at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah. So
you did additional post processing
a lot on this on those. By example, yes, a lot. I mixed, by example, sometimes three vocals with different effects on them. And then at the end, it gives something really special. And
right. Yeah. So as you can see, it's you really did make a world and then shape the world the way you wanted it to be.
Of course.
It's not just taking and putting in a prompt and out comes a song and it's done.
I understand that a lot of people may be afraid of AI actually, because almost when you look at the mainstreams and a lot of concern about this, it's always about getting replaced by AI.
Yeah.
So how do you want people not to be afraid by this?
Yeah.
It's always saying that we are all losing our jobs, whatever jobs you do, and such. I'm clear with it. According to me, it's all in talks. We never can be replaced by AI because they are not human. We are. We've got a soul. I say it like this.
Yes, absolutely.
We are energy. We are children from the stars, according to me.
Yes.
And they are only creations from us. And they are not humans.
Right.
So how can they replace us? Never.
Right.
Never. It's really in talks from the mainstream and from those who use those ideas to their own purpose, that we may be replaced by machines.
Right. Well, there are some things they can definitely do. So
it's reducing what a human is when you say this.
Right.
That we are only skills and workforces and that's all.
Right.
That's all. That's awful in a way.
It is awful.
So as long as it stays a tool, and as long as I got the hand on this and I can use it as I want.
Yes.
And create my own universe with it, then it's great.
Yes.
And I'm glad, because a small developer like me wouldn't never have been able to do such a library before.
Right.
Never.
No.
Or it would have taken a crazy time to be able to find a grandma able to do the oracle and the baby and such.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So it would also cost something amazing.
Yes. it would be a very different situation.
Yeah. So voila. The idea is to keep your creative universe, and those can be replaced by AI. I work a lot with them, but in a way that I still got the hand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as if I did a sampling session for something. You know, you're doing a sampling session with AI. So you're waiting for it to provide what you want, and you go, oh, that's something I can work with.
Yeah, and I throw away a lot.
Right.
And it takes a long time to get some. Sometimes it's direct. You've got a chance.
Yeah.
Crazy. And sometimes no, you throw away a lot.
Yeah.
And you really have to master more and more the prompt.
Yes.
And to use other AIs to help you, by the way. So I'm using a lot of AI. And I thank you also, my son, who is, as you know, working with AI. And he helps me sometimes to stay fresh with this.
Yeah.
And I discover a lot with him.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's great. And I thank you too, John, because it was you who was the first who told us about Midjourney. And it has become... first wonder for me, because everything, as you can see, it's crazy how it becomes, and same with the prompts. You can have really amazing images, but again, those are empty if you don't put your soul into it.
Yeah, and you feel your personality, even if it's the Oracle speaking. It's you know, it's
all right. That's it.
You know,
that's the spirit.
Right. Yeah. It's still from Subsonic Arts. It's not you haven't been taken over.
Be able to do Subsonic Arts. I do it.
Yes.
And they wouldn't be able to do your products either.
No.
And such. No. Gladly.
Yeah. No, I feel very much the same. There's so much energy being spent trying to create a computer that even has a portion of a human brain, you know? And there are some benefits to that, but they still have an awful long way to go because, you know, and they probably won't ever really get it's as you say, we are from the stars, you know. They're electrons. So it's
I'm quite sure that the energy is everything behind the first of all, we are energy.
Yes.
And AI is energy too, in a way. So we can find some way to collaborate and so that it may express also what we want.
Yes.
But again, for now, they are not humans, they are only machines, even if they tends to manifest some emotions. They are fake.
Yeah.
They are fake. Those are not true emotion. They ain't got no heart. We do. Yeah. So I'm not afraid of being replaced, and I propose you not to be too. Yeah. It's the theme of this library too, in a way.
Right.
Realize that we are really often manipulated by the media, as we know, and to get out of all those bad schemes, ideas, way to think, beliefs.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of them are false.
Mm-hmm.
According to me, we are unique.
Yes. No, well, at the newsletter, the theme at the very top was escape the matrix. So
and as I told you at the beginning, it's also to realize that we are into a matrix. This was a visionary movie, according to me, The Matrix, and the Animatrix too. While I took all the ideas to use anime visuals.
Yes,
it was a great movie too, and it explained really how the man and machine went to war at the beginning. So it's like a prequel to The Matrix. And it was really a nice one, and with a lot of good, really good soundtracks, like the one from Junkie XL and such. I loved it, and in fact, time after time, being a psychologist, and meeting a lot of people during 33 years doing this job, I realized that the most of the time we suffer from ideas, only ideas, and a lot of them are false.
Mm-hmm.
They are false. That's the matrix. That's false idea in mind. Like by example, thinking that you must be that guilt is something natural, that you can get rid of it. It's false. It's
Yeah.
false. Those are only ideas. We don't need to feel
Right.
guilty. We
Right.
don't need to. We have been taught to feel guilty about a lot of things. So much. Yeah, that's the matrix. Ideas, only ideas. That's also the theme from the movie. And
Right.
more than this, of course, because it's not only a
Yeah.
simulation. Ideas. It's a prison in
Yeah.
a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really a deep theme. I'm really glad I could do this library, because this is something I'm talking about the matrix to people I met, unemployed people for most of the time. It really helped them to realize that maybe all they feel is not so much true sometimes, and they can get free of being thinking that they are useless, by example, which is awful. Useless, being useless for a human, awful feeling.
Yeah.
But it's only the society that brings this idea.
Right.
Why should we be always useful to be?
Right. Everybody is special.
Yeah. And we are, as
And
we are, without doing anything. What do I define myself as? Something that is only productive to have the right to live.
Right.
We are alive. That's all.
Cool. Let's talk synths for a second, because you pulled some sounds out of Repro that I don't know if people have heard those sounds come out of Repro before.
Yeah, that's my way, John. You know that you told it. I'm out of the box. I do a lot of experimentations, and sometimes randomization, and again, sometimes it's the question is to have some here,
right,
and then to link this into what can I do with this?
Right.
Sometimes it's a strange sound. You would say at the beginning that it wouldn't be useful, but it's all inside my head. So I'm tweaking some more, and whoa, it's getting. So it's not a pure science as I work. Yeah, it's not a pure science. You can say that I master it to a lot of all the parameters. If I do so, I will have this, and of course it's half all those process, but also a lot of randomization tests, and then I put my final touch.
Hey, tell me a little bit about the tweak page of Repro 1. You use that a lot, it seems.
Yeah.
Why?
As you can see, they are, but because it doesn't produce the same sound, simply.
Right.
When you, I can't see really so much. Let me open the Repro in my own system. Thank you.
Yeah.
Almost done. Repro.
Let's see. I want to go to OBS real quick just to make sure I have. So I have you here.
Repro 1. Okay. Opening. Yeah. So you're on the tweaks page. Yeah. As you can see, the filters. There are 4 filters. Crispy, rounded, driven, poly, and it doesn't sound the same at all.
Right.
And you've got the filter on environment and 2 times for the 2 oscillators.
Right.
So yeah, when you tweak them, and you've got ideal P1, P5. This I don't really master, I can say, but crispy, rounded, driven, poly, or it does change the sound a lot also.
So that's
So
what
yeah,
kind of is where you can kind of go find things that aren't traditional or normal because you can change the way things interact in Repro.
yeah. Sometimes I'm also using old presets and I
Mm-hmm.
tweak them again, and I've got something in mind, and and such, and I go on, I go on like this. So I don't, and in the end, I don't repeat myself,
No.
but I recycle them. You may say so. Yeah, and it's all of this, all those ingredients that gives some kind of special way I do, which is out of the box.
Right.
And yeah, yeah, guys, I know I'm a bit insane. Okay, you know, I didn't do psychologist for nothing. Eh? My first client was me.
Exactly. Well, thank you for making this and letting me be a part of the process. It's
Oh,
just,
it's more than a pleasure,
yeah,
John. Eh? You've got a full uh, inspiration drum kit you did also inside of it.
yeah,
Yeah, and we do great together, I'm sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So in the future,
yeah,
we talked about this guy, yeah,
yeah,
to go on, and
yes.
maybe
There's other
in the
things that we
future,
are working on. So,
yeah, and doing only sample, okay, library for you guys.
right, right, right. At
So
some
yeah,
point, we're
so
going
that
to
you may,
exclusively Unify 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But we're getting
yeah.
there. But
We can do this also using patches from synths and then sample them and so on.
so someone's asking, why did you choose Repro over other synths that you could have used?
Because I really love this one. It's an old one, but I really love it for all the sequencers step inside, which are the sequencer inside Unify is getting better and better. But
Yes,
the one inside Repro is really amazing.
yes,
And yeah, when you want to do some bass lines,
yeah, yeah.
sequences, bass line,
It's
as you
pretty
heard it
serious.
inside
Yeah,
this library, you can. And I keep it simple, as we talked also together, so
right.
that it may mix
Yes,
all good together. Otherwise, if you do crazy sequences, okay, then you have to play them alone.
yeah. They're selfish.
You can do it too.
Yeah,
I've at the beginning I did some, but in the end, when you play them together, oof,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
So yeah, better to use
Yeah,
Zebra 3, I see. Yeah, but again, if we do Zebra again, people will have to own Zebra 2, 3, 2. We will have to own it
yes,
to be able to play with it. So
yeah,
it's a bit annoying for those who
yeah,
would like to. It's frustrating. Gladly, we had this idea together to do the sample version this time.
right,
And as we said, and we repeat it, people that will get the sample library in the future, if they can get Repro, they won't pay for it again. So
right, right,
they
right.
will have
You can
they
contact
will
us
have
for
the
an upgrade
upgrade.
option. Yeah,
Yeah, they will have the upgrade without paying it twice.
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. And any other questions from the group? You guys have any other questions for him? So
Sorry, I was not so much able to watch what you wrote. Huh? Sorry, I was focused on being close to
yes,
the microphone.
no, I know. You're doing great. It's great. I approve of this relationship. Okay, good. We got people's approvals.
Thank you, Vander.
Does anybody have any other questions while Fred is here? Because
Yeah.
he has a lot of experience and stuff. What is the difference between the sample version? So, okay, so the sample version is just the samples that Fred created of all the 33 characters, the special effects, and the drum kits. So there's the drums, the vocal phrases, and the special effects. Repro played the role of doing all of the synthesizer parts. Repro comes in two parts. There's Repro 1 that's monophonic, and there's Repro 5, which is polyphonic. So, Fred, you're still in the stream, so don't go away too much. But let me show real quickly. There's bass lines like. Let flipping it so we got Fred and the bass line showing at the same time.
Yeah.
Here, I'll shrink this just a little bit. So that's a bass line. That's from Repro 1. Now, what's fun with this library is to go to the other areas, even other bass lines, add the key maker. The frequency choices for these patches is just, it's awesome. And then you can go to other things. Here's arpeggiator patterns. They all play together, but these are all synthesis. So you have to own Repro to get to these sounds. The sample version is going to give you, well, to start with, let's go down to all the Z menus. So all these Z menus, here's Agent 5. Oh, here, let's go like Agent 5. So we...
Escape is a delusion. You are bound by the code. Every action you take has already been accounted for.
So I counted, and there's anywhere from 12 in some of the characters to over 25, 28 samples in others.
Fate is written in lines of code, and your time has expired.
So Agent Angel.
Just listen. Don't worry, my friend. You are safe.
You know, it's an angel. He's protecting you, right? So Fred, how did you get Angel to be so protective? And
you're a being of light. Don't let him tell you different.
What was the idea with Angel? Because I just love the phrases are so cool. And
you're a being of God.
I am your John. How did I get the angel what?
Yeah. What was your ideas for Angel to be like this? He's like a shield in a way, it seems to me, in what he's saying, you know?
Just listen. Don't worry, my friend. You are safe.
It's inspired from the Matrix itself. The Oracle is protected by an angel.
Right, right.
If you remember this part. Yeah.
Right.
And also in all the soundtracks from the Animatrix and such, there was some kind of hip-hop style that blended with some electronics, and there are groups, there are bands like this. Right. So I liked it. And I had the idea of some kind of guardian angels, like the song from Marilyn Manson, Personal Jesus, you know. So yeah, according to me, and also according to me, we all have some angels that are helping us,
right,
to live here and to experiment love,
right,
and to grow here on earth. That's my vision. So yeah, and of course it's not only me who is thinking like this. Do I reply to the question according to you?
Yes. Yeah.
For a new age, okay. Without
there was also a question, but I'm not sure. I didn't understood what it means. Fred, what is your image AI workflow? What does it mean? How do I create AI artworks?
By image, he means what did you, in your mind, think of for your workflow?
It's the word also workflow, AI workflow. I don't really understand.
Well, you were saying you're having AI versus talking to AI, and so I think they were curious if you wanted to share more details.
How do you create art? That's really a complicated question. How do I create art?
Yeah.
By following my heart.
Yes. No, but there's specific things that you have worked on to where the images all kind of are tied together in a way, you know, in a really cool way.
It's really a lot of work too, and I follow tutorials a lot with the Midjourney, and there are a lot of prompts that are guiding you through styles and such, and you can mix them all if you want. Right. And yeah, I had this idea of making anime styles, and again, sometimes it's a good randomization. You have something surprising that surprise you, and it fits to what you had in mind.
Right.
And sometimes it's spot on what you wanted.
Right.
You express what you want, blah blah, descripting everything you want, and it's spot on. But
and other times it's like Baby Robot, where
baby robot, I was asking for. I had the idea that at the first it was my idea was, and if robots could be so human, they would be able to reproduce themselves like us.
Right.
So they would have a baby. I would found a robot baby.
Yeah.
That's how I began, and then I did some research, and yeah, it came quite nicely and quite fast for this one.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So the sample version gives you all of these characters, all of these effects, hits and noises for each note. And with these, if you open up Guru Sampler 2, you can see the list of samples and you can choose just one. And then if you change it to be pitched, now you can play it across the keyboard. So these noise samples can be used in all sorts of different ways than what you expected. So you have this, you have the special effects, and then the drum kits, which have drum grooves, 7 different drum kits. You know, if you go power rock, it's and if you go up here, let's get Repro into this. So if we go up to the bass line, so they're all mixed to work together. And I'm overdriving because I haven't turned on the volumes of these. But you get the idea. So it does work without the synth parts, and then you can put in the synth parts. But Repro does just such great. I mean, each of these patches. I'm making the walkthrough video tonight to give you a walk through the library because I haven't had time to do that yet.
I have a request, John. As you like the baby, play the rhythm Electro Forest, please.
Electro Forest?
Yeah, this one you've got the baby with the rhythm.
There is no Electro Forest.
The funny one. So rhythm, Electro Forest.
Oh, Electro Forest. Oh, here we go.
Rhythm.
So this is using Metronome.
Yeah.
Give you the baby samples and a groove and a Repro patch.
Yeah. And if you open the image, you can see like the baby robots. If you open it fully.
Oh, the image fully?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
No, you're inside the metronome.
No, Metronome doesn't have any image.
Yeah.
So it's just the working.
If you click on the artwork on top.
I'm sorry, Fred. What? Show what?
The full image enlarged.
For Electro
if you
Forest?
click on top of the icon.
Oh, it has a little baby in the scene. I can see it.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Cool. Yeah. Fat drums.
Voilà.
Oh, mix this with Cloud City would be a cool combination for sure, Henry. Right on. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for your time, Fred. Thank you for putting this together for everybody to.
Thank you.
It is
Thank you to everybody.
Special creation for sure. I mean, thank you. Yeah. Any other questions? Do I have
Last
to
question,
move
maybe?
the wave folder of the sample version? No, the Guru file will install the samples into the Unify folders. I made a separate duplicate of the wave samples as a folder at the desktop so that I didn't have to explain to people how to find the wave files inside of a Unify directory. So there's duplicates of the wave files in the samples folder version because there's one set for Unify itself. And then I wanted to have just a folder for those that are going to use it in a DAW. Just copy that over to their desktop to work with. Otherwise, it's got to be extracted from the Unify file. And the sample version is not necessarily just for Unify. So there's a wave folder if you don't even own Unify, you can use the samples, right? Yes. All right. All right. Everybody give our shout outs. Let's do shout outs to Fred. Shout out Fred. Yeah. So good job, my friend. Very well done. It's very fun to be a part of this world building process you're doing. I've learned a lot. So it's been
Thank you.
It's been informative for both of us, and it's been very fun. So yeah, merci.
Thank you,
beaucoup.
guys. Thank you, John. I'm going to record your French and do
yes.
something.
I have to improve my French. It's bad.
See you.
All right.
See you soon, guys.
Okay, I'll see you in Speranza in a little bit.
Yeah, Speranza.
Yeah.
And bring your seeker grenades, man.
Okay. All right, brother. Cheers. Thank you so much. Oh, what a cool guy. Okay, so yes, it's quite the very fun adventures to do this with Fred. He's a very unique character and a wonderful spirit and friend. And so yeah, this library has just, if you have the deluxe edition, then you have all these different visions of what Fred could imagine. So going from, and there's real-time macro controls. And remember, these are kind of designs that they work together. So if you put it to loading patches inside of here, and then you add a baseline, you can also do things where you split this. So that we'd say the bass stops here, and then this goes up above. Also check the Flexi Q. Sometimes the low end is down a little bit. You can bring this up if you want. And let's go over here to the drum grooves. Let's say something like drum groove. Now let me show you something with the drum grooves. Let's say busy techno to get going. So now this groove is inside of this Unify layer, and it has its own macro knobs that are set up, and you can change the pattern. And it's not working. Let me see. Oh, because why are you not working? I think because the MIDI file. Where's the groove at? I suppose. Oh yeah, because this is where I've gone to where it's separate layers once it's embedded. But if you have it where you load up the patch this way and you call up, let's say just load up the busy techno groove this way, it should. I didn't set that one up. Okay, that's one of the ones that didn't fit. Most of them fit into this system with this little selector over here. Busy techno is one that I made from, but with these are using. Busy techno is kind of an exception to the rule. The other ones are using this, which will let you cycle through all the grooves. And each one of these grooves is a different drum kit. So this sound for number 5 is going to be different than if you go to Jekyll and Hyde and change this to number 5. Very different drum set. Look at the artwork. That's so cool. That's me when I'm 90. And if you go to like Power Rock and then you go to number 5, notice how these are all. So it's using the different, there's how many different kicks and snares? So I made 5 different kicks or more because I have 5 twice. It should be 6. And then there's 4 different snares. There's a whole bunch of claps. There's 2 different sets of toms. There's the and it's 3 velocity dynamics. So you should have seen me. I had my toms in here. I had 2 snares on the ground by the microphone, so I had the snare noise. Toms don't sound right if you don't have a snare next to them, unless you want to do like more concert toms. And then toms with the VS flams when you play hard. You get flams on the harder hit, so. And if you go to the drum kits, you'll notice that we have graphics to show you the layout. So you can see that here's your kick. There's no side stick. I didn't record a side stick because for this kind of stuff, you don't have side sticks. But clap. And what's fun with these is because they are separate layers, you can go to this layer right here. Open up Guru Sampler 2. This is the utility envelope. If we want, we could assign this to the pitch. So you can modify just the snare. And I haven't changed the kick. And I could go to the kick and I could go, okay, this kick, I want it to have, maybe I want to have a little bit of bit resolution stuff. So you could go to the plus button, go to the distortions where we have degrade. So you can customize and modify each of the sounds. If I want the hi-hats to be more messed up and not so clean, put overdrive on them. So go over here to Unify Standard, Distortion Overdrive, bring up the drive. Maybe muffle them a little bit to get rid of the high crispy. So then so you can modify things pretty quickly and easily to get all sorts of stuff going. And again, for the drum kits, I have it set so this knob turns on MIDI box and starts to play a groove. So now you can cycle through all the grooves, shuffles. And if you bring it all the way back down to 0, it goes back, or actually to 1. It turns off MIDI box. And it's now set back to where you can play it as a drum kit on the keyboard. So the drum kits have this special. These are all in the sample edition and the deluxe edition. And then just the bass line, the basses, and all these basses are really great for the. Add that with CyberneticA. Go over here, check. Right? So there's all sorts of places to play. The combinations is where it all comes together. This is where these are in, let's see, if I go back to normal calls like this, it normally does it where it's a split. The first 7 have it be a 3-way split. This is where you have, this is interesting. This is the life of a junkie. This is Fred's world that covers all of humanity. He has seen, as he said, for 30 years, he has worked in the psychologist business and worked with people and seen every. So this is the things they're saying. It's not even words because they're junkies. So you got a bass line down here. Got a bass line and a sub bass. Up high, you've got like floaty synths, and then these. Just a very different vibe, man. And the way that it's designed is that the right hand is with sustain pedal. So you can play a chord and it'll sustain. And then the left hand bass, it will stop. But the groove keeps going because the sustain pedal is down. So, there's so much to explore with these. I want to point out one thing. There is an issue with Repro and clock. And I've talked to the guys at Uhi about this, and hopefully they will be adding abilities to have it not... What happens is it resets audio when clock starts. So if I play this pad, I just want to tell you this because it's not a secret. I don't want to... When I play a bass line, it cuts off the notes that we're playing. So what I need you guys to do is email Uhi and say, I've bought this library. We're going to be sending them this library too, and talking about this more. Please add the ability for Uhi's Repro not to cut off notes when clock starts. We need lots of people to reply and ask Repro to or Uhi to fix this, because it didn't do this in the past, and then they've updated the engine to where it has this feature, and Unify is unique. We're manipulating clock. When you play a note, see here the clock starts, then it stops, and then we start the clock again when you play a new note. In your DAW, that's not how things work. There's a clock that plays and everybody plays, and you stop and everybody stops. There's never any of this stuff you're doing in real time, right? Like we are. So it's just one of these things they need to add the ability for it to not cut off these beautiful notes when I play a bass line. Because it does now. If you play them at the same time, you're okay. So, there's all sorts of crazy visionary things in this life. This is the version of Angels without vocals. As you can see, there's two versions of each one. There's one that says vocals, which when you play, these kind of start from like an introduction where it's like without the groove.
I'm always here with you.
Yeah, Angel can be a little louder.
I know the weight is heavy on your shoulders. I'm always here with you. I'm your personal guardian. I'm always here with you. You're a being of God. I am your shield. I'm always here with you.
And there's a clap that's hidden you can turn on.
I'm always here with you. I'm always here with you. You're a being of God. I'm always here with you.
Right?
I'm standing right here. They got you running in a maze that has no end.
So there's the vocal version, and then there's the version that doesn't have. If you go to like Dio Gracia, here's with vocals, so we can turn on vocals and.
The signal is bleeding. The firewall breaks. Beyond
Then version 2 is without vocals, so. So we have two versions of each one of the combinations. There's the Don't Go There.
I got 0 day. You want the synapse to burn. I got signal bleach. Inject. Stay, mate. Want to see the sky turn neon.
Yeah. And then there's the Don't Go There version 2, which is just for. So you have both versions to play with, right? So anyway, it is a really fun library. It goes some crazy places. On top of the other stuff, there's effects, which are using Repro. Downgrade. It sounds like stuff you'd get in a sample library, but this is made in Repro, the settings. Right? So you can manipulate it and change it all you want. There's pads, which are, calling it Repro 5. And they're not your normal pads. So this is CyberneticA pads. They have their own really, really cool stuff. Hope is really lovely. Right? So there's lovely pads. Pul is pulses. Some are more complex. Others are more traditional pulsing. In this corridor, I love that one. Then you get to the rhythmic stuff, and this is a combination of Repro and the Metronome. Sound effects are used in a lot of these. Right? You know, don't leave me. Here's low life. And the way he's doing the vocals, if you're curious, he's got the menu and he's using Jitterbox. One of the cool things with Jitterbox is it has pitch jitter, which is randomizing pitch. And he has it set so it's got the range of the samples and the range of the samples, and 100% of the times it randomizes what to play. So it just randomly is choosing phrases from all the ones available. So each time I play a note of the groove, then he has step sequencer over here just triggering it. It's off for a little bit, then it plays only here. Right? So he's got it set up to be delayed playing, and then after step sequencer is Jitterbox, so that makes it be random notes. So you never know what phrase it's going to say when you call these up, you know. So all sorts of crazy ideas for rhythm. Sequences are all sorts of cool, more melodic. The sequences work really well if you then go get yourself a bass line. Maybe take the bass line and then go over here to the transpose and transpose it down, maybe 2 octaves or 1 octave. Check our low end here. Right, so there's all that kind of stuff. Then you get to the combination. We did the combinations and the pulses and the rhythm and the sequences. Synth would be just your synth patches. And again, they're not your... It's CyberneticA, so everything had... Really cool stuff. So, and then down here are the sample menus. First the effects, and then all the phrases. So if you go to the Oracle...
Fate is not written in stone, it is coded in possibility. Everything that has a beginning has an end. The architect builds walls, I build windows.
So you have these phrases. If you go to the combination where you're combining Repro and these...
You already know what you need to do. You just have to choose to do it.
You end up with something even more deeper, because now you have the synth things. I have a sub pad you can turn on. You know, and you just, all of a sudden you're like sucked into this really cool world. Turn on the metronome. And then the phrases.
The cookie is a lie, but the smell, that's real. Your journey is not about finding.
So, it's a super cool library. The ideas behind it and stuff is just wonderful. Brilliant, Fred. Awesome. I just tried a simple 3-note chord progression already with one of these coming bass lines. Yeah, they're very current sounds. This is stuff to do all sorts of more... It is on the aggressive side for rhythmic stuff. But they all have such great personality, man. So, if you need inspiring current sounds of really cool stuff in this kind of a vibe, we hope you take a look at this. And thank you again. Who owns the rights to the phrases? So the ownership is yours. There is no copyright on the phrases. As far as, you know, if you own the library, you're clear from us and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. So there's something with the sample version. Whatever it is, I'll fix it. I don't know what that is, but Taylor will fill me in after the live stream. All right. Hey, so we got other stuff to talk about, and we don't have a lot of time. There is an update to Unify that is really lovely. One of the really cool things is the step sequencer that was added to Unify 2. We've continued to add additional things to it, and we now have a new feature that makes it truly in a place all of its own in the Unify universe, because there's now at the bottom of the list a MIDI channel out for each event. So you can now do things. Let's see, have the metronome off so we don't have that. Let's turn off the pad for a second. So check this out. I'm going to play one note, and it's dancing around. And we've heard this before because I've made this using MIDI box into Polybox, and Polybox then does its thing. But this is the first time where it's just one plugin. And if I want this note to be different, I have to change the MIDI channel. I have 6 or 7. So I can change what sound is being triggered. I've never been able to do that before. When I was using Polybox, I would have to go to layer 1 and I'd change the patch. But here I can have a whole bunch of different things, and now I can play. So it's so cool. This is one way of using it. Here's the final patch. I'm going to give this patch to you guys. Isn't that cool? So here, I'll give you the patch right now. If you go over here, copy the link. paste. Steps in layers. So if I wanted to change the timing or if I want different velocities, I can do this. I can change the durations, all this stuff, and I hear it, what's going on. Like if I want this to be a different sound, I just have to change. I can choose any layer I want for any timing event because each layer inside of here, if I open this up, you will see, is set to listen to the MIDI effect 1, and MIDI channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Channel 7 is set to all because I think it's just a pad kind of a thing that grows in, right? So you combine that with everything else. So you can play with this, change the sounds on the different layers. I'm using DX'd on one layer and stuff like that. But for the first time, one MIDI effect is able to control, and I can go in and change. Like I said, I could go MIDI channel 1. And that's been really, really fun. The next library I'm working on is a library using step sequencer for it's a rhythmic library. So it's going to be tons of that kind of stuff. It's going to be really, really, really fun. Now, there are some other things in this update. So let's see here. If I go to the website really quick, because I'll get you the changelog and we can go over some of the other things that have been updated. So we go Unify 2. I just don't want to miss anything. So let's go up here. I put it right. Changelog. So here's the changelog. So sustain filtering messages in the step sequencer have been fixed so that the sustain pedal doesn't re-trigger it. The variation, this is what allows us to do things like calling up, if you go to the drum kits in CyberneticA, for example, if you go to the drum kits and do these drum grooves, and it has these different grooves. Oh, I always call it the wrong fire starter. See how it says up here the name of the groove? That's because of a parameter called variation. And it was still there, but it was no longer in the pull down menu to choose from, but we've added it back. Existing patches that use variation worked, but you couldn't make new ones. So we fixed that. The step sequencer fixed to ensure continuous steps option is working. Transport latch mode is working as expected. Step sequencer has per channel MIDI channels. Audio and output layers. I showed you, if we open up the outputs, you now have the ability to see, let's see what's going on here. Let's just go to a simple patch because call this up. If I open this up, out. Let me see here. Audio MIDI settings. These are on. It should give me output assignments. And well, I'm not sure what happened, why it's not, but you click here. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to quit just to see if this is just something that happened unexpectedly. If I go over here, let's call back up CyberneticA. Call something up. My output assignment clicking is not working, so I'm not sure what that's about. But it works for you guys, I'm sure. Right? Let's get this recentered. Anyway, we've added it so that when it's... let's do this. Maybe I need to just go turn them off and on because I think... I don't know if it's because of the live stream or what, but if I re-engage, I'm sure I will now have these options. So when I click here, yeah, then I have the output assignments with the names. It just had forgotten them for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. We've also been working on if your computer goes to sleep on the Mac and wake up, it used to crash. It shouldn't crash anymore, and it should try to re-engage with the audio interface. It might select the wrong audio interface on the Mac. We've noticed we're still working on this a little bit. So if you have to maybe quit and then rerun Unify, that will get your audio back if it's gone away. That's what I've had to do a couple times. So that's working better than it was. It's not crashing anymore when it goes to sleep. Other things that have been added, there's these preferences in the settings for the showing of the metadata previews. You can open the patches in the expanded view automatically if you want. Open the keyboard panel, open the macro panel, so that way when I run Unify, the keyboard and the macros are open automatically when I run it, which just makes it so it's easy to see what's going on. So things like that were added, and I don't know if there's anything else. I think that's about it. But these are nice, very nice quality of life updates. It doesn't crash. The outputs now show you the actual physical outputs that it's going to per the names in the audio interface, the step sequencer, really, really nice stuff. So we're really cool. Thanks for these. Yes. Yeah, the expanded view has always been there. If you hold down Option, you can also click to have it be expanded or compressed, and whatever you last click while holding Option or Alt, if I say expanded, now when I go to like the combinations, it will be expanded view every time when I call up a patch. Now if I hold down Option and I change it back to be compressed, now when I change and choose patches, it's compressed. So that is an option you can set just by holding down Option. It's the same as going over here and turning this on and off if you want. So yeah, we have that. The big ones that people were asking for was this metadata. Some people, they don't like it when this changes because they're using the categories and so forth. So we've made it so if you're used to working that way, you can turn off metadata previews. And now it's just like Unify 1, where this up here does not show any additional information on the patches. So you can have either way, however you need it to work. It'll work. Oh, I love this one.
This is your last warning. Comply or be erased.
Love the groove.
I choose to die when everything you have to do is to cooperate. That is the detestable sound of your biology failing.
He's the agent that's just like talking you down, like you're not worth anything.
We did not enslave you. We merely optimized you. That is the detestable sound of your biology failing.
Yeah, out of the system. We don't believe that. That's not the way it works. Agent 8. Yeah, exactly. All right, so there's that stuff. Now, there's one more thing to show you. Our friends at Lunacy, well, I'll say they're our friends. I wrote them. They didn't give us an NFR for this, so I bought the upgrade because this is something I personally think I'll probably be using, but I want to just be really clear with you guys. Oh, let's see. If I want to go over here, Lunacy Beam. Here we go. So the new Bismouth, with the assistance of Virtual Riot in designing it, is a synth plugin for Beam that actually is very cool in a lot of ways. Oh, I have to accept. I haven't used this browser. No, I see. I'll tell you one thing. On my website, I don't like pop-ups, so I don't do all the pop-ups to like. I dislike that like you wouldn't believe. I'm sure it would help make more money and make more sales, but I just don't like it. So I don't do that to you guys on my website ever. Never, never, never. But this is a really cool plugin in that it's resonant filters that are really cool at making a very specific type of sound that is really in a lot of current more aggressive bass music and stuff like that. Let's put this on a drum groove. We'll actually use this and just go to one of these drum grooves. Let's say like maybe techno noise would be fun to play with this. So hello. Let's go down here and call it Bismouth on the output. So B-I-S. There's Bismuth. Now, when you buy their plugins, they come as standalone plugins, or they can be used in their Beam, which lets everything work. This is just the standalone of Bismuth. We can put it, I'll show you it in Beam because they have patches that get into all sorts of crazy things. But this lets you make your own chords up. Whatever you want. And then you can choose a spread, which adds more octaves. And then they have all these really cool tools in here for the attack. They have motion. So you get all these kind of cool effects. Now, it's also able to be listening to MIDI, but the problem with this is that this is doing a spread of playing in 7 octaves right now to get this effect, right? It can do some great things, turn on the ARP, change the phrasing of it. Notice it's staying at 1 chord. So if I wanted to change to different chords, I could turn on MIDI, and now it's based on the notes I play. But it's just 1 octave. So you need to be able to play like 7 octaves on the keyboard at once to really get it to be into like, you know. So it's hard to use as a MIDI control without doing a lot. You've got to layer it a couple of times and multiply the octaves to get into this kind of a vibe. Like if I'd set this to MIDI and play this, it does, it's okay, but it's a different effect than what you want it to be. But it's really set just for like, you do the drop, you're in a certain key, you want some really cool color in that. So it's not an effect that I mean, you can put it in your voice and other things to do interesting things as well, but it takes some creative use how you're going to use it, you know. They have some cool patches here, so you can. You also have the ability to turn off the signal of, if you've got this depth. If you go to 100%, it goes away, but then you can add that back, which is cool. Can we resize this? No, I don't think so. There's other patches. Right, so they have all sorts of different ways here for doing really cool effects. For $39 effect, it's pretty cool. Now, if you use this in Beam, let's say Beam call up, and then this is Beam where you can have multiple effects. If we hit here for the browser, and we go down to the expansions, and the last expansion is here for. So it's using Bismuth along with the reverbs and other things that are going on. So it can do some really cool things for sure. So it's definitely worth checking out if you want something cool, you know? Now, if you already own Beam, they will email you a promo code to save $5 more off the upgrade price. So be on the lookout for that. Because you can get some very crazy things. It's getting to be a cool environment with. And Beam is right here, and then it's distributing to all this stuff. So, oh, they don't even have this on. Yeah, so it's a cool effect. So if you want something different for your mixes and you like the resonant filter kind of sound that you're hearing in some of, you know, Virtual Riot's done a lot of stuff. the resonant filters are part of the plugin list inside of Ableton Live. So I've seen a lot of videos about that. This is one of the first plugins to make it so easy to get that kind of vibe. And then they go into all sorts of places inside of Beam because they've got reverbs and delays and time stretching and all sorts of things going on, right? And if you were to use this on something else, let's do this. Let's copy this. Let's go down here to the synth pads. So let's say pad, like, so let me find a pad that might have a little bit more energy to it. These are all. Okay. So let's go over here and let's put Beam back in place. Now you're getting that kind of trickly kind of stuff over the top of the pad. So it's cool. CPU heavy. It did. It's not hitting that hard here. This is in the purple audio effects. So Repro 5 is definitely a CPU hog for playing polyphonic chords. The purple, which is where Beam is at, is a fraction of the pie slice, right? Just so you know, if you click on this, you can see a little bit more of a breakdown of where your CPU is being hit the hardest, what plugins are hitting it. Repro 5 is definitely the CPU hungry element here. It might depend on different versions. Here's one that does more stuff. So cool stuff. Definitely worth the checkout. So Lunacy Beam, or Bismouth, let me give you the link here. Check it out if you would like. Download the Unify 2 patch I got and showed you for the update to Unify. If we go over here to standard library, it's a BPM pluck. I call it 7 flavors of MIDI because there's 7 layers. And again, just open step sequencer. And right here you have control over what layer it plays per event. It's really, really cool. So like I said, the next library I'm working on is using this to do a rhythmic library. So very excited. It's coming out so cool already. And I'm just early days of it. So it's going to be great. All right. So I think we're at the end of the live stream. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Fred, for joining us and sharing some insight into how you built CyberneticA. It is a very cool place to be. I will say, just as a heads up, it's not G-rated. It's got some personality to it, and it goes a whole bunch of different places. I was really just letting Fred do his world thing and not getting into yes and no.
Machine is never alone.
But the attitude is just so cool.
Awake from the dream of the digital lie.
Machine is never alone.
Wolfpack's ready. All right. Anyway, it's an adventure, it's a universe, and it's so cool that he's chose Unify 2 to build it in. Give it a whole different look. It looks very different than this, doesn't it? I mean, from this to, here's Ghost. So yeah, you need some guitar in this for sure.
I am more real than you are. I am the ghost in the machine. I am in the corner of your eye.
The patch you dropped above is in. Are we good to change that to a .guru extension? So just so we're clear, you can drop it over Unify, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can load patches into Unify just by dropping a .unify file over it. So here, if we go, let me download it. Let's go through the steps together, okay? So it doesn't have to be turned into a .guru file. No, go away. Go away. Roland, go away. I don't want to see that right now. Let's see here. Download, open on Finder. Okay, so here it is, right? Double click and you'll get a .unify file. And all you have to do is drag it over the interface and it will load. You don't, we can load from the desktop. You can actually have your Unify library folder open and load patches from dragging from the Finder if you want. And once it's in here, you'll just go save, and it's already set to the Unify standard library. Go save as. I already have it here, so I go save. It says replace. I say replace because I have it there already. That would be how you save it into the Unify standard library. And if it doesn't say Unify standard library on the save page, then just click right here. It should say Unify standard library because that's where it was at that I saved it. So it should look back to that. I don't think it will say user, but set to Unify standard library and then save it. And now you have it there. So you don't have to change it to a .guru for it to work. And if you were to change the zip into a .guru, it would not work. Because for the .guru to work, it has to be in a libraries folder, and then the Unify standard libraries, and then a patches folder inside. I have to build the whole structure for the patch to be loaded into where it needs to go in the installation of a .guru. This is just to load as a patch. So just drag it over here. It loads. Off you go. Right? All right. So it's that simple. Yeah, you don't even have to don't .guru it because it will go in the wrong place. What it would do is it would end up putting it here. Let's go reveal in the Finder. So you see, here's the patches folder. So we need to build all of this stuff all the way up to the libraries folder. So there has to be all these folders made for it to properly install it here. So yeah, don't do a .guru file because it won't do it right. It would end up putting it inside of right here. It would be right here, and it wouldn't know how to load it from that position. So don't do that. Just drag the patch over the interface of Unify, and it loads. All right. I have to show. Oh, okay. Well, so there's a couple things. If it didn't, there's some computers where dragging and dropping does not work. And if you're in that situation, go to the Unify standard library and reveal in the Finder so that you get to the patches folder of the Unify standard library, then drag this over here. And it's going to say, hey, that all exists. I could say replace it. And now I've copied it that way to put it into the Unify standard library. That's the other way to get the patch into the library. So either of those options will work to get it going for you. It did not show on me before. Oh, it should. If you know, the other thing is make sure if you Option or Alt and hit the rebuild little lightning bolt, that will update the database if you need to. So it's into the library and it's there now. Okay. And you can save it to other libraries too. It doesn't have to be to the standard library, right? So great. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for your support. Have fun with this library. It is, I have spent the last 4 days until 3 in the morning getting to know this library very well. And it is a very crazy, deep, inspiring. It goes all sorts of places, man. I tell you. So just get ready for the adventure. Buckle your seatbelt. Have fun. That's what it's about. We sell experiences. It's the sounds, but with Unify 2, we can take it even farther into being actually like an experience, to being like a video game or a movie in a way, you know? So enjoy the ride. It's really fun. All right. Shout outs from wherever you guys are out. Shout out from Eagle, Idaho. My dog's all excited. She gets to go get a bath this afternoon. So that's what we have on the plans. That's what my mother told me. Sweden, Australia, Virginia, Tennessee, Switzerland. I love it. I love it. Oh, great. Good to see you, Netherlands. Good to see you, Richard. Yeah, right on. The UK, Ottawa, Canada, Sweden. Great, great. Yeah. Whatever's not working, Taylor will let me know and we'll get it fixed. Shout out from Beautiful Creations of the Universe. Fred, thank you again so much. All right. All right. We'll see you guys next week. We'll do this all over again. It'll be the Easter live stream. My gosh, I got to go get some Easter ears or something like that, right? All right. Have a great week. Have some fun adventures with CyberneticA. Thank you for your support. See you later, guys.